Hey guys! So, the topic of discussion on the ALOT channel right now is Catherine Hardwicke and her not coming on to direct New Moon. And Haley and Elle have already posted their videos, and both of them, I think Elle's kind of split down the middle and Haley's kind of excited. Or maybe they're both, I forget. If you guys all watched Elle's review of the movie, and she said, I heard Kimmy loved it, but I knew better than to trust her because I knew that even if it had been complete ridiculousness, like, she still would have loved it. That's true. There's no denying that. So, that said, and you know, I came on here and I was like, I love Twilight and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I do. I loved it. And I think Catherine did a really, really great job given the time frame and the budget that she was allotted. Now, we're not really sure, you know, I mean, all we have to go off of is what we read on the internet. And the other two girls already said Catherine wanted a bigger budget and she wanted more time, and Summit wanted the same budget allotted, and they want to have it out by November. I guess it's kind of this, like, a year from when it first was released, so November 20th or 21st of 2009. I have to side with Catherine. I have to say, I mean, the movie exceeded everyone's expectations in terms of the money that it brought in opening weekend. I mean, I forget, I read an article that said that Summit wanted however much. I mean, it broke that record opening weekend. And I don't understand. Okay, and I don't claim to be, you know, knowledgeable in this field. I have no idea. But it seems to me that, you know, this movie's doing really, really well in terms of ticket sales and also in terms of merchandise sales and, you know, things like that. And so why wouldn't you want to put a bigger budget towards the movie? And why wouldn't you want to... Haley said in her video that she, you know, she wants it to come out really fast, but not at, you know, the expense of the movie. So if they can't do it right, they shouldn't do it fast. Well, I think that anything, if you give it more time, is going to come out better than if you just kind of whip it out in a couple of months. And I feel like the Harry Potter movies, I can't even remember when the last Harry Potter came out, but I know that I am willing to wait, you know, a couple of years for the next one to come out, because I feel like that's what's necessary in order to get an amazing movie. Now, Twilight was filming in March of 2008. That's, like, not even very long ago. I sound really dumb. But seriously though, like, I had no idea that a movie could even come out that fast. And it did, and I loved it. So it just, I mean, it breaks my heart to think of how amazing the movie would be if they would just put a little bit more, not a little bit more, if they would put more time and effort into it. I mean, it would be, I don't even have a word to describe it. So I would be willing to wait and do things Catherine Hardwicke's way. As far as other movies, I've never seen any of her other movies. I've never seen 13. I've never seen Lords of Dogtown, or I don't even know what that movie's called. But I've never seen it, so I don't really have anything to compare it to say it was better than this or not as good as this. Because I know that a lot of people think that she's more of an indie film. That's kind of her forte, and Twilight's not an indie film, so I'm not really sure. I did love it, and I have this really strong emotional connection to the movie, and she's what brought it to life for me, and I think she did an amazing job of it. And so you know, I'm sad that she's gone. I'm not going to automatically go into New Moon and be disappointed, because I understand that these things happen, but at the same time, I hope that I don't go into New Moon and it's like every director has their own style, and I hope that when I go into New Moon that it's not so different that it feels completely unrelated. I know that's and I mean, that's just me and you guys have heard me say that I'm a feeler, not so much a thinker. So I just, you know, I just feel these connections, and I feel like they've kind of, Catherine and the cast have kind of like built this relationship, and now they have to build it with someone else. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not scared. I know that New Moon will probably come out, you know, amazing, but I just hope that they mesh well, because it is a series. And yeah. So I'm sad that she's gone. And then I was reading in the comments that they're gonna replace that they're in talks to replace Taylor. I don't know how you pronounce his name, Taylor Lautner. And that makes me even more upset. Like, first Catherine's gone, and now Jacob might, I mean, not Jacob, but Taylor might be gone. And, you know, it's that whole, like, emotional connection thing for that again. Like, he's Jacob to me now. And so if they bring someone else in, and, I mean, even if they do look alike, I'm going to be like, well, that's not Jacob, you know? I don't know. I hope that they don't have to replace him. I know people are saying that he's, you know, too little and Jacob's supposed to be huge, but I just feel like there should be a way to get around it. I was reading an article on entertainmentweekly.com, and there's this new movie coming out with Brad Pitt, something, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button or something like that, or I don't know. And they use a lot of special effects to make him grow up and stuff, and they're going to try, and Entertainment Weekly said that they're going to try and see if they can apply that same technology to Jacob, or Taylor, and see if they can make it work. I hope that they can make it work. The Entertainment Weekly article was also talking about how, you know, the budget wasn't really expanded that much, and they've got a lot to do. Like, they've got, you know, just for example, the Taylor thing with the special effects, and they have other special effects, and they're gonna have to shoot in Italy. The article said that the actors are now going to be expecting, you know, bigger paychecks. I don't know how accurate that is, but I don't know. I'm disappointed that she's gone, but I'm not so disappointed that it's gonna, you know, kind of ruin the rest of it for me. But yeah, Catherine's gone, and I hope Taylor doesn't leave. I think I've rambled enough. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.